Loft 100 Studios, The Big Biz Show, and our affiliates and our hosts are not registered investment advisors or broker-dealers.
Our show hosts make no commitment that the purchase of securities of companies profiled or otherwise mentioned in our programming
are suitable or advisable for any person, or that an investment in such securities will be profitable in general.
Given the nature of the company's profile and the lack of an active trading market for the securities, investing is highly speculative and carries a certain high degree of risk.
We profile selected publicly traded and privately held companies on our program.
Most of these companies that we profile have provided compensation to Loft 100 Studios and its hosts for the profile coverage.
From time to time, we sell shares of the companies profiled in the open market that we receive as compensation for coverage of client companies.
But never sell stocks if we are speaking about interviewing or covering a public company who has paid compensation.
Specific questions on compensation can be obtained by contacting producer at sullygroup.com.
Listeners should verify all claims and do their own due diligence before investing in any securities mentioned on this program.
Investing in securities is speculative and carries a high degree of risk.
We encourage our investors to invest carefully and read the investor information available at the websites on the
Securities and Exchange Commission at sec.gov and or the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, FINRA, at www.finra.org.
I like it.
On the air. Great to have you on. Mike Costa over here. Hello. Greg Todoroff, our executive producer. Hello. I'm Sully. That's the Sully Minute. We have a new addition to the program. Watch. Oh, sorry, Mike. Try it. How about this? Watch. Mike. It's like this. Bibbidi bobbidi. One of my favorite guys that we have in the program was discovered by Greg Todoroff here, our producer. I think we had a shareholder say, you got to talk to this guy.
This guy's awesome.
Yeah, he is. I feel like I'm talking to myself with this guy.
Yeah, I can see that.
He is, first of all, a captain of industry. He's a CEO of a public company called
Adamas.
It's Adamas One.
Adamas One.
They're publicly traded under the stock symbol
JEWL.
We're talking about lab-grown diamonds. Okay.
Yeah. Amazing.
What's amazing is, Jay, you can fill in here. What is the percentage in the retail marketplace of lab-grown diamonds? Versus
so lab-grown diamonds in the U.S. marketplace right now, about 55% of diamond sales in the U.S. are lab-grown. Oh, it's crazy. Well, look, 2 years ago in 21, it wasn't even 2%.
When this sort of lab-grown talk came around, I think most people thought cubic zirconia. It's not even close, right? In fact, I think you have to make an explanation when you say lab-grown, because cubic zirconia is a piece of glass versus this is a real diamond, correct?
Correct. I mean, we make a chemically, physically, optical identical to a mine diamond. The only difference, like I keep saying, is one comes out of the earth and ours comes out of a safe environment called a laboratory. I mean, it's not moissanite, it's not cubic zirconia. We actually make a real diamond. I mean, it's hard for people to understand. Obviously, now more and more people are starting to understand, considering over 50% of the sales are lab-grown diamonds.
I love that it's in a safe environment, like the lab in China right before COVID. I feel really good about it.
We don't even have bats in our lab. We're okay.
Mike, go ahead. I interrupted you.
Jay, what sparked the popularity with the lab-grown diamond? Was there a genesis moment?
Sure. I mean, we look at, especially post-COVID, you see a lot of things really took off, especially if it's sustainable Earth, sustainable mankind. Mm-hmm. A lot of people look at the mine diamond industry as destroying the ecosystem and the environment. And then obviously people either heard or they've seen Blood Diamond, the movie. Yep. So, you think of, there's a 12-year-old with an AK-47 when people, resonate with in a mine diamond. For us, like I said, it's a safe environment called the lab. We have to adhere to, obviously, all the labor laws. We don't have children labor, no child labor, safe environment, work haven, OSHA, all the standards, et cetera. So, and for us, we're a true ESG company at Adamas One. I mean, even our power source, even though to grow a lab-grown diamond, you need a lot of energy. It's a big energy consumption. But our power source is nuclear energy. So Duke Energy out of South Carolina is nuclear-based. So even then, we have even almost a little to no carbon footprint.
Is the adoption rate in concert with the marketing, or are you guys just getting the word out now?
So, I mean, the word's been kind of getting out there slowly and slowly over the past, 5, 6, 7 years. Now it's really taking off because obviously we look at where the markets are right now, whether if you're going into a recession or whatever you believe, but it's a value add proposition as well. And so we see when people are going into a store, a retail environment like the Jared, K Jewelers, et cetera, and they're asking, I want to get an engagement ring. If their budget, the person, what's your budget? $3,000, $5,000, whatever your budget is. And immediately the salesman's going to go, well, here's what you can get for $3,000 worth of my diamond, and here's what you can get for $3,000 worth of lab grown. So immediately their eyes go like this, and it's a bad proposition, as well as, people like you said, the tree huggers, et cetera, who are environmentally conscious. They gravitate towards it also.
Hey Jay, just like in the movie
offense, Californians.
Here we go. This should be good.
Just like in the movie Alien, there was the mother alien laying all the eggs. Is there a mother diamond that is like giving you all the little bits of diamond that you grow the diamonds from?
But by the way, this is like the question when Mike goes to Caesar's Palace. I have a question. Was Caesar really living here?
So which room was Caesar's?
Where's his robe?
He was in the big one, the Rain Man suite.
Is there a mother diamond that leaks out little diamond pellets?
No, but
actually, it's a unicorn. We have unicorns in it. Okay. We harvest the diamond pellets from the unicorns. I mean, but in all seriousness, what we start is we call them seeds. So we have what we call a mother diamond, and we slice that diamond into small wafer-like seeds, and then we start growing off those. So technically, you're kind of right.
So
it's not from aliens or unicorns.
And this is what Mike is thinking right now. Oh, so it's like sourdough. Right. Hey Jay, let's talk about the company real quick because you guys have made huge strides as a company. Obviously, you have a retail brand called LE Jolie. First of all, Allison, I was thinking the other day, aren't the snooty people are going to say, "Oh, mine has to be organic or blood diamond"? Would you care?
No, I wouldn't care.
Because
especially
it's the same thing.
Bigger, I probably would not care.
Yeah.
But I have a question about that new brand that you have coming out. When is it launching, and what sort of pieces are you launching with?
Sure. The name of our brand is called El Jolie, grown for luxury. Is kind of our tagline for it. We're looking to launch. We'll do a soft launch in November, and we'll do a hard launch in January. And then our traditional pieces we come out with, obviously, are your tennis bracelets, your tennis necklaces, your solitaire diamonds, etc., earrings, pendants, and then we have some custom design pieces that we're launching. Then we have some collabs we're also looking to do with various artists and designers.
They also
so we're pretty excited about it.
They've got a tennis bracelet and also a custom bowling bracelet and a pinky ring that goes along with it. Nice. Can I ask you this? And I'm not kidding when I say this. You said it takes about 30 days, right? 30 days to go from drops to seeds to diamond. Is that the length of time it takes to grow a diamond in your lab?
Sure. We start with the small diamond seed, and within a 30-day process, each one of those seeds turns into anywhere between a 6 and a 9 carat rough diamond.
Greg, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
If we need a working capital,
that's pretty crazy.
If we need a working capital, let's plant a couple diamonds.
Right.
November's going to be tough.
Grow some diamonds.
Because, which brings me to my question: is there sort of a what do they call it? Certification process where, and I realize there's the color and the cut and all that stuff, but do you have to go through sort of a best practices deal to sort of give you credibility for now? Because obviously the adoption rate's early, right?
So, I mean, that's a great question. I mean, technically, do we have to have a certification for every single diamond? No, we don't, but we choose to. So we do, just like a mine diamond, GIA certification, IGI, those are the two main bodies of certification. And we go through the same qualification, same clarity, same color, the same criteria that a mine diamond goes through, we do as well.
Buddy,
we choose to get anything above a 1 carat certed.
I appreciate your time once again, but I know you're busy, and I got to tell you, this is going to change. This is going to change this business.
It is so cool.
Well, because look, we've heard about this blood diamond thing. Even Leonardo DiCaprio, the movie.
I think so.
I mean, this sort of solves that issue. At the same time, I can imagine that when people start licensing your product under a name of, Mike's Diamond Factory, your business changes. So, what I want to know from you before I let you out of here, what are you looking forward to for the next quarter versus the next 5 years?
I mean, next quarter, we're looking, obviously, like we talked about, launching our El Jolie jewelry line, as well as really pushing hard into the semiconductor phase and technology sectors for our diamond. So we're pretty excited. I mean, obviously, as fast as the industry's growing, and we're kind of pushing the catapulted into the front, because we're pretty much the only real American-based company. So we're pretty excited to see what happens.
His name is Jay Grdina. He's with
Adamas.
Thank you.
I'll be your brand
Adamas One.
ambassador.
Adamas. See?
It's
so catchy.
Stock symbol JEWO. By the way, I've been in that room. Jared, can you show us the room he's in right now? That's at the Hyatt Aviar. It's right. It's the massage suite. He's going back to Lanai right now.
Cool.
There he is. Buddy, thanks so much. We'll see you next week. Appreciate it. Jay.
All right, guys, thanks. Be good. Cheers.
My favorite guest. He's the CEO of a public company.
Love that guy.
$500 million market cap.
Yeah.
He needs to send us some pieces.
Yeah.
Be brand ambassadors.
Exactly.
Right?
Allison would like a custom bowling bracelet.
It's big.
All right, more reviews coming up.